is going on, guys? Crypto Don Juan is in the building. Hope everyone is doing outstanding. Let me set up this. Get this podcast going. There hasn't been a new asset class since the bond market was created in 1693. Well, now there's a new asset class, and it is the digital asset space. The question is, are you participating? Hey, what's going on, guys? It's the Crypto Siege with another day in the life, in the crazy life that is the digital asset space. Happy Tuesday to you. It's getting crazy in the streets. It's getting crazy in the streets, I can tell you that. Man, oh man, oh man. I needed some time to I don't know, cleanse the brain, cleanse the spirit. After that retweet, holy moly, crazy. What's going on, Crypto Don Juan? Omo Rose, Bo is in the building. Hey guys, Omo Rose, how are you? Is that another lady in crypto, Omo Rose? Crypto Don Juan, how you doing, bro? What's good with you? Bro, XRP says we won. If you saw Bearable Bull's video about 2 hours ago, we're gonna be so doggone rich. Is that right? I did not see that. I did not watch that. I probably saw the notification. Junior Ledger's in the building. How are you, brother? Outstanding, my dude. How are you? Hello, Danny Loft. Good to see you. Number 3, huh? Appreciate you being here. I hopped on CKJ's thing real quick and hopped off. Trying to kind of get prepared for the video today. Hope everything is well over there. Good to see you on the stream, Danny Law. Yeah, interesting day in the digital asset space. I don't know if this ISO-20022 is a new thing for Ripple or not, but man, oh man, I gotta tell you, that's exciting. That aggressively average content. Yeah, that's so funny. Yeah, well, with hopes, I believe you're right, Crypto Don Juan. Are any of you guys in here using the Sync wallet or whatever, the Sync thing with the VeChain? Some real guys in the building. What's going on? Man, I went to I don't know. Oh, so the update for the Sync wallet came up because I wanted to be able to put my VeChain on the ledger. So update comes up via the Sync. I update that thing. That thing is really nice. It's really nice. VeChain, the people over VeChain is, you know, the people that are associated with VeChain just kind of doing their thing. Man, I don't have enough VeChain. I know this is an XRP. It's a digital asset space channel. Most of us are big time XRP hodlers, or you know, of the community. But man, I got to tell you, VeChain is doing its thing. I don't have enough of it. I got to tell you that right now. I do not have enough VeChain. Siege before this election, bro. Cha-ching. Really? I'm good with that, bro. I'm good with that, bro. XRP, without question. I'm good with that. XRP is going to have one hell of a bull market. Yeah, I believe it. Danny Loft, you still doing that trade? You still doing that above average trading, my dude? I know you know what you're doing in that trading front. Yeah, man. Well, yeah, bro, XRP. I am not there. I am not there. And I'm not happy right now. I'm ready to take this cash flow that I got going and commit to this this high cash value life insurance policy. It's funny too, it don't take much. I'm more than halfway there, but I'm not there. Whoa, really, Danny Law? that, well, you know what that says, that means that you're expecting some retracement. Because I know you're smart. Standing off, that means you're expecting some retracement, brother. Yeah, yeah. Dude, tell me about it, bro. XRP. I'm 3/4 of the way there, waiting on the next round of our bailout. I hear you, because I'm using it. You know, we're going to use it to just pay off debt. Like I just like I kept going back and forth, invest, pay off debt, invest, pay off debt. You know, and I was like, ultimately, I had to be honest with myself and say my investment side is good. I had to be honest with myself and say, put it on the debt. I had to. I could not make an intelligent argument enough with Miss Crypto Siege. I couldn't make an intelligent argument to say we need to get more. Like I couldn't because I know where XRP is going. I know where VeChain is going. There's no doubt, there's no if, ands, or buts. And I had to commit to using it to pay off the debt. I had to. Like I just couldn't, you know. So in any case, I'm rambling on about our situation here in the Crypto Siege's household. Hank, what's going on, my friend? Good to see you on the stream. I know, Crypto Don Juan, that's a ton right there, right? That's a ton. That means to me, Danny's kind of seeing some retracement in the future. A couple of smart BTC guys, trading wise, are like, yeah, you know, about a second and a half after they realize there's not going to be a major BTC run, there's going to be a dump. And to me, it makes sense, because to me, it makes sense to me, because the history is just kind of proving a little bit of a run up, then right after, dump. And then the market starts to do its real thing. So I am so hesitant to trade my XRP. I just don't. And I know personally that the hodlers make less traditionally than those who trade. But the challenge is you got to know how to trade it. So since I don't know, I don't do it. But I know from my BTC days, when I was trading BTC on a daily, you know, the challenge with the daily, obviously the fees, because the fees are eating into those winnings, but if you know what you're doing, you do win more. There's a greater, but I don't know how to do it, so I don't do it. And I got tired of the trading daily with the BTC. I just way too much fees, 3, 4, 5 times a day making trades. That's a ton. That's a ton of trading, so I don't want to do that anymore. All right, Spanish Fly, what's going on, miss? Good to see you. Yeah, that's what I'm hearing too. Danny Law, the same thing. Danny Law says, due to the beer code, the halvening will not be what's expected. Then the disappointment, big dip. Yeah. And imagine that. I know, Spanish Fly. I'm thinking the same thing as well, because what is it? I mean, it's only 0.004 cents now. I mean, it's 0.004. I almost put a few $100s in VeChain today. I almost did, because I had my ledger out. I said, well, I might as well just go ahead and just get some, but I'm gonna wait. But I tell you, they are doing their thing over there, Spanish Fly. VeChain is not messing around. Crawfish is in the building. What's up, Crawfish XRP? What's up, bro? Comedian Chuck Grill's in the building. What's up, family? What's up with you, bro? when you deal with 500,000 XRP, every penny is $5,000. I hear that. I hear that. Yep, it's 5,000. Is that five? Every penny is 5,000. Okay, gotcha. Yep. Yeah, Danny's doing his thing, man. Every penny right now moves my stack 15,000. Yeah, I hear you, brother. I hear you. Yeah, I know. Crypto down one and crypto C's could move paying off that debt. Yeah, I just couldn't, I had my investing period, stacked up, what me and Miss Crypto C's came to a reasonable agreement, because she does not like any balances, none. So I said, give me this for 9 months. Just give me this for 9 months to 12 months, right? Just give me this. Let me do this, and I did my thing, right? 1,500 to, there was months where I was doing 3,000 a month, just playing around a little bit in BTC, making the things there, doing the XRP thing. So doing the 20 cents, the 25 cents, the 30 cents, the 50 cents, doing all that, right? So good now. So I can't, and she knows all the markers, right? This amount. She knows all the markers. Like at some point, I can't intelligently say, I think we should still, So we took that money, carve up some debt, because I really want to max cash flow in this high cash value life insurance. I really want to max it. Like we got good cash flow now. With the debt, we got good cash flows. Get rid of the debt, got even more massive cash flow. I'm really excited about 2 years from now, 3 years from now, leveraging that thing to the hilt and sharing the journey with you, with the XRP family. So what's up? Anybody know what's going on with this ISO-standard in Ripple? Is that a new thing? Some say, one guy was like, it came out May 1st. Publication was May 1st. I don't know. What are you guys thinking about this ISO-standard? Like, I don't know. I know this is supposed to be a crypto channel. I'm talking about this high cash value life insurance. I'm so excited about that thing. I got it, man. And then when Moon, wait until that. Absolutely excited about that. So 2 things. Number 1, what do you guys know about this ISO-standard? And what do you guys know about on the chain live in the Nexo thing? I hope Wenmo is not mad at me. I hope Wenmo is not mad at me. So what do you guys know about that? Because they were not happy with Nexo. And I get that dude was on there, I mean, a little bit, complaining, but for the most part, the dude was right. I mean, hey, you're trusting the platform with your digital assets. Lay out the rules, lay out the game, lay out the rules, lay out that game, and then abide by the rules. If people can't honestly get their, make the adjustments to cover the margin calls, that's not cool. Nexo didn't do their part. Those people did their part. They put the thing on there. You did collateralized loans. They're on there trying to adjust for it. And because the platform is not working, they get penalized. Not cool. Not cool. So, but anyway, and then I saw that they actually, the one guy, I don't know which guy it is. I forget which one the guy was, but did a video, and he mentioned Celsius in the title of the video, but I don't, because the title of the video had Nexo and BitTrue and Celsius, and I think some other thing in the title, but I don't think they went over Celsius. I saw them go over Nexo, but I didn't see them go over. And I only watched with the sound off because I wasn't listening to it. So oh yeah, bro. I mean, Celsius is winning, bro. XRP. I mean, they're doing their thing and they're doing their thing the right way. And like I explained in the last stream to Win Mullet, like I get notified when my, you know, back when XRP was doing this thing, it was what, 13, 12, 10 cents, whatever it got to. I got plenty of notifications on my call. Plenty. First of all, I already knew what it was anyway. And actually, I remember doing a stream. I'm like, yeah, they haven't even actually done a call on it yet. And it was, I believe it was at that point. And I was thinking, well, maybe they didn't do it because he had mentioned that if he got some other assets on there and you shown some, you know, to have put some, you know, because I had like 7, 8 coins on there and nothing happened. Nothing happened. Then a few days later, it did eventually happen. But I was watching and waiting to see if they were gonna do something. They did. I got the notice 3 to 4 times that day. Like I've never not been notified in ahead of time. And I think it's just only cool for them to give you, and I think that's part of it, right? They got to give you an opportunity to adjust. So, you know, so it's not good, not good. So I don't know what's going to happen. It doesn't look good though for Nexo, but we'll see. You know, I don't know. I mean, but Alex Mashinsky has been in his own way calling them out for a while. And like, you know, their practices of how they're lending those assets out were not good. It weren't cool. They weren't looking out for the people who put their assets on the platform. They weren't looking out for them. Very, very risky, high risk lending they were doing. And it looks like that is the case. Yeah, so what is up with that? So so did you guys see the Ripple joins the IS-20022 standards body? Did you guys see that? Now I saw this on Twitter, but Leonidas put this on Twitter as well. I saw it from another guy. I forget who it was. Let me share this with you guys because this is really interesting. I mean, I'm kind of curious. As like it didn't feel like it was made to be a big to do by Ripple. You would have thought, I don't know. You would have thought they would have, right? I don't know. And it feels as though this is something like this guy maybe is subscribed to Ripple and got this ahead of time or something. I thought I was. I didn't get anything on it, but I don't know. Ripple joins the ISO-20022 standards body, the first member focused on DLT. Shout out to the Leonidas and XRParcade.com. Genius, brilliant of a site. I mean, just quality of a site. ISO-20022 is an emerging global and open standard for payment messaging. It creates a common language and model for payment data across the globe. I got first turned on to ISO-20022 by Yeshua Taylor on his YouTube channel a while back. One that provides higher quality data than other standards, which means higher quality payments for all. One that can adapt to new needs and new approaches. I got something in my eye. What's going on here? One that's controlled by a single interest. One that can be used by anyone in the industry and implemented on any network. Okay, so the ISO already used by payment systems in over 70 countries will be the de facto standard for higher value payment systems of all reserve currencies, supporting 80% of global volume and 87% of value transactions worldwide in the coming years, according to SWIFT. By creating a common language and model for payments data, ISO significantly improves the quality of data across the payments ecosystem. Richer, structured, meaningful data will enable new client experiences while improving compliance and efficiency. ISO is flexible enough to meet the needs of today and those of tomorrow. I don't know if I should say ISO or call it 022. I don't know. Ripple joins ISO standards body. According to Ripple's website, Ripple is now part of the ISO 20022 standards body, the first member focused on distributed ledger technology to help enable the next step in global interoperability and meet the evolving needs of its customers. This feels like a massive, massive deal. This feels like where's the one that I had? That's the registration management group. This is the Ripple one-pager, shaping the future of cross-border payments. Okay, so that's the same thing, okay. The world is converging on a new global standard, ISO, the de facto global data standard for modern payments, to help this next step in global interoperability and meeting the evolving needs of our customers. Ripple is now part of the ISO standards body, the first member focused on DLT. Join us in this shift to the future. Learn more about the ISO and how Ripple is helping shape the new world of payments, all while reducing operational overhead for financial institutions on RippleNet. Okay, so here's the one. There it is right there. According to a one-pager on Ripple's website, through RippleNet and its ISO membership, customers are now able to help define the future direction of cross-border payments, access a network of global financial institutions governed by rules and functional standards, leverage software to enable fast, transparent, and seamless cross-border payments, connect to one standardized API for all counterparty connections, simplify implementations, and reduce operational overhead. So I'm trying to get, is this a massive deal? It feels like this is massive. What are they really, are they just joining a body? Yeah. All right, so let me go over this. Just a Ripple one-pager right here, shaping the future of cross-border payments. Is this the same thing? Yeah, it is. Cross-border payments aren't ready for the future. Cross-border payments aren't ready for the future. I tell you guys, I was just going over a PDF from the Arab Monetary Fund. And I gotta tell you, they kept mentioning Ripple in that thing too. According to Ripple's data, the Arab Monetary Fund. So global payments are fragmented, resulting in closed networks, unstructured data, and opaque payments that require manual intervention and manual intervention and ultimately a poor payments experience. The world is converging on a new global standard, the ISO, the de facto global data standard for modern payments. So Ripple was not part of this body, and now Ripple is part of this body. One guy on Twitter said it looks like it just happened because they were the last names mentioned. So to help enable this next step in global interoperability and meet the evolving needs of our customers, Ripple is now part. I read that. Already adopted, read that. Yeah. Okay. So Leonidas kind of broke this thing up in kind of different ways and put it in the order they thought was best. It is our duty to continuously search for superior technological solutions to deliver ever improved remittance services for our customers. With the steady rise of remittance flows, we see Ripple helping us open up new revenue potential. And a better overall experience for our customers. This is from Mr. Noble Ando, Representative Director at SBI Remit, These are some of the banks on the RippleNet: Santander, SCB, Siam Commercial Bank, and MUFG. And it talks about the different places. I got to feel like, oh, is there a registration thing? Okay. Indeed, RippleNet is one of the members of the Registration Management Group, according to the ISO 200 website. Yeah, Leonide is funny. Yeah, I have the same thing here as well. So which one is it? Yeah, this one. About the Registration Management Group is made up of senior industry experts nominated by registered member entities. There it is. So the Registration Management Group, RMG, the ISO Registration Management Group is made up of senior industry experts nominated by registered member entities. Nominated by. The RMG was created in 2004 and had its first meeting in January of 2005. The RMG is the highest ISO registration body. It supervises the overall registration process and reports to the ISO TC 68/SC9. The role of the RMG is to promote and support the involvement of financial service actors to facilitate the registration and maintenance of high quality, global relevant, ISO compliant business models for the exchange of information for financial services. The mission of the RMG is to ensure that the ISO is a trusted standard providing high quality business models for exchange of information for financial services. The RMG defines the scope of necessary SEGs, approves business justifications for new messages, and allocates them to one or more SEG. Got to find out what an SEG is. The RMG also acts as a court of appeal in case of conflicts between the RA, the TSG, the SCG, and the organizations that want to adopt the ISO messages. Members include Actus CFTC, Clearstream, DTCC, the Euroclear, European Central Bank, the ECB, European Payments Council, Fixed Protocol Ltd, ISDF PML, the ISITC, MasterCard, the NACHA, IFX Forum, Nexo AI.SBL, whatever that is, SWIFT, Visa International, Bank of England, and RippleNet. I feel like this is a big deal. And I don't know, they just kind of put it out there, and I don't know. You know, I had to find this on Twitter. I don't know. What do you guys think? It feels like this is like Ripple just casually put this out. Did Ripple just like casually put this out? Danny Loft, thanks for the super chat, brother. I appreciate that big time. What some do not know, XRP will work with quantum computing. All proof of work will not like BTC, BSC, Bitcast, etc. Google has cracked quantum computing. Yep, I remember reading about that, Danny Law. And XRP is, you're right. I mean, look. It saddens me when people just don't get the behemoth, the ginormous entity, the champion that is XRP. It saddens me when people don't see it, don't get it, don't understand. I'll never forget this. I wrote this down from Chris Lawson when he did that interview the other day. I'll never forget it. Let me make sure I got it. He was being interviewed, and I don't know how long ago that was. Let me make sure I have that. Incentive for, okay. He said initially cross-border payments, right? Initially, let me make sure I find that. I know it was on this side of the thing, but what he said was so powerful. Quantum dot. I'm told do not sleep on quantum dot. Oh, come on, where is that? Did I write it in a different book? Anyway, he basically said XRP, the initial thing, is cross-border payments. Long term, it was to be the digital asset throughout the world. The digital asset throughout the world used for all kinds of cases. The digital asset used throughout the world for all kinds of different cases, all different kinds of use cases. And again, the ILP, the XRPL, the ODL, CODIUS, or XRP. Hey, Danny Loft, just pick one. Just pick one. Mark Phillips, is this the one and only Mark Phillips, the talented, the literature, I don't know, writer, author? Is this the talented Mark Phillips in the streams? I believe it is, guys. Mark Phillips is in the stream, family. Say what's up to Mark Phillips. Mark Phillips says this Ripple joining this particular body, or not joining, by the way, nominated. It's equivalent to Ripple being the only crypto DLT company at the World Economic Forum and meeting with the Treasury, the IMF, the SEC, etc. How about that, guys? Because from what I just read, it that requires a nomination. You can't just hang out, right? You can't petition, buy your way in. That requires some nominations. I know there's some stuff out there trying to be XRP or claiming to be just like XRP, and I don't see it. I don't see them. I don't see, hey, Mark Phillips, I don't see those claim to be like being invited to the World Economic Forum, meeting with the Treasury, hanging out with the IMF and the SEC, etc. I don't see those other ones that claim to be like XRP or better than XRP. I don't see them. Comedian Chuck Real says the biggest news of the year for Ripple, even though we kind of knew this would happen. Biggest news of the year. And I don't know, was it like a big thing? I went to Ripple Insights. I didn't see it there. Oh, yeah, actually, I went to Ripple and I had to put in, again, my name and information again so that I could get the one-page letter. B. Douglas, what's good, brother? Hey, guy, why can't I set up a Binance account in Connecticut? It's no longer in the USA, bro. You got to go to Binance US if you live in Connecticut, brother. Binance US. Binance is no longer for US investors. Some of us got, I don't know, grandfathered in, I guess, because they've been there so long. But Yeah, you're gonna probably have to try Binance US, brother. Good to see you, Mark Phillips. So it sounds like some really good stuff, right? Sounds like that's some great news. Danny Law says Schwartz said if he didn't work at Ripple Labs, he would be building off of Codius. Wow. Yeah. I mean, that's that. Yeah. Think about it. I mean, so it's like just pick one. Uh, I only understand Codius a little bit, but it is when Larson said 1 billionth times 1 billionth. Yeah. Yeah. How much that has to do with XRP, I don't know. Evan Schwartz and I forget the other guy. Forget the other guy's name, but man, brilliant people. I mean, look, there's just nothing that it cannot do. I mean, just pick one, right? I mean, just pick one. Goodness gracious. I mean, it's unbelievable. Yes, Melvin McLeod. Binance US doesn't have as many coins yet. And I think it's a very kind of odd thing. Some stuff you can buy with your card, and some stuff you got to have some stable coins to buy it. So they're still working on doing their thing. I use them as much as I possibly can. I do. I try to stay away from Coinbase, unless I have to. But I don't. If I can get a stable coin on Binance US and then or BTC on Binance US and then go over to Binance to buy the coins I need, that's what I do. I tried messing around with the Liquid network, and I'm 50-50 on that one as far as buying my sell tokens. Brutal. So, but that's where I hang out, man. I hang out at Binance US and Binance. They got the same holding period. If you use your bank card, the same holding period to buy the crypto. And you can't do any ACH, I don't think, with Binance US yet. But the fees are cheaper. Yeah, so I think that's absolutely outstanding news. It just seems to be like, wow, they just kind of put that. They just kind of put that. Oh yeah, by the way, we got nominated to the ISO 20022. Where is my thing at here? By the way, we got nominated to the standard body for the ISO 20022. I was like a by the way thing. Yeah. In passing, just wanted to let you know. In passing, we just wanted to let you know. Just like what in the world, It does, TJ Jackson. Absolutely, bro. That does deserve an F-bomb. It really does sound like a really big deal, and they just kind of, in passing. And by the way, just in case you hadn't heard, just hey, did you guys get on the? Oh yeah. We got the nod on that the other day. Oh, okay, cool. You didn't think it was a big enough deal, to let the whole freaking XRP community know? What in the wide world? I caught like 5 minutes of David Schwartz's Block Stars interviewing Catherine Coley. It looks like David Schwartz might be pretty good on the podcast interviewing front. I only caught like 5-7 minutes though, so I have to check out the rest of it if I'm allowed to. Ripple's helping to shape the blockchain infrastructure. Yeah, company. Yeah. Well, I tell you, man, TJ Jackson. I think that's just absolutely outstanding news. I mean, I really, really do. And they just kind of nonchalant put it out. So I was checking out. First of all, what is this? Hold on. I mean, this is cool. This was the Digital Monetary Institute. OMFIF, the Global Central Banking Think Tank, announces the launch of the Digital Monetary Institute. I'm not going to go over that one. I want to go over the Arab Monetary Fund. Yeah, this is from the Arab Monetary Fund. Let me share this with you guys. Key trends and challenges of cross-border payments. So let me do this. Where's the thing I wanted to read to you guys? Because I thought that was a pretty significant statement. 8%. Yeah, the Arab Monetary Fund. And they did mention Ripple a couple of times in here. Bank on yourself, bank on yourself. Oh, now I can't find it. Goodness gracious. But it was talking about how the corresponding banking system was decreasing. The number of banks participating in the corresponding banking system was decreasing. And it had a percentage too. And I wanted to read that to you guys. Today, at least 80% of bank-to-bank cross-border payments currently take place through traditional corresponding banking arrangements or via intrabank transactions. Now there was a, oh, here it is right here. It says, indeed, new business models and service providers have begun to emerge, offering cross-border payments to retail market segments. At the time, the number of active correspondent banks globally is in a decline, as we have witnessed an 8% decline in active correspondent banks globally between 2011 and mid-2017. These contrasting developments, which affect money transfers across markets globally, have positioned cross-border payments as a priority for businesses, commercial banks, and regulators alike. And this is what we've been saying on the channel, right? Is when it comes to DLT and blockchain and digital assets, you know, the Arab Monetary Fund, the World Economic Forum, the IMF, the SEC, the UN, the BIS, they're all like this. Wah, 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 wah. They don't want to hear you. Wah, wah, wah. They don't want to hear you. But when you bring up cross-border payments, they're like, oh, yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah. That's a place we can go. That's a place we can work. That's a place where this DLT thing is going to be massive. They're all in agreement. And who is the ginormous entity? Who is the fintech company leading all fintech companies in that space? It is, without question, it is Ripple. Without question, it's Ripple, right? An overview of cross-border payments in the retail market. To date, cross-border transactions accounted for 24.8 trillion in value in 2019, 24.8 trillion, and are expected to continue to steadily grow in the future by 5.5% per year to reach 30 trillion in 2022. The bulk of which will consist of corporate payments. The value of global cross-border payments in the retail sector was predicted to increase from 1.9 trillion, retail, you and I, in US dollars in 2016 to 3.6 trillion in 2022. The increase in cross-border payments volume is primarily driven by the rise of international trade, the internationalization of products, the growth of both B2B and P2B, cross-border retail payments, as well as cross-border e-commerce, which exceeded $3 trillion in 2017, about 13% of the global trade. Moreover, the current global annual average for cross-border transaction is 0.7 per capita, up from 0.5 in 2014. Furthermore, the average value of the total cross-border payments is 1.8 times the global nominal GDP. Although this multiple varies between geographies, ranging from 0.7 of the nominal GDP in Latin America to 5.5 in Western Europe. Current trends suggest that the demand for cross-border payments will continue to grow. However, cross-border payments remain slow, expensive, and lack transparency relative to many domestic payment systems. As such, there are tangible disruptive opportunities for incumbents and emerging fintechs to exploit and enable cross-border payments, more specifically in emerging countries. Let me show you the top of this again. Financial inclusion in the technology-led globalization age. And again, this is from the Arab Monetary Fund. Arab Monetary Fund. Now, I'm told that they have something called the Arab e-money as well. I should look and see where that is. Hold on, let me just do that. Let me see what page that was on. Regional, right? Regional dollar. You got the CBDC. China is, look, that's done. That's done. They are rolling that out. All right. So what page is you guys' e-money thing? Overview and purpose. Introducing Arab e-money as a regional digital currency. E-money to expand access to low-cost transactions, costs, promote mobile payments platforms, introducing Arab e-money as a regional digital currency. So let's go to 91. Start there. Like, it's happening. This digital thing, this digital dollars and digital currencies, yeah, it's happening. How about this one? Real-time payments will continue to develop globally, but the focus will shift to new value-added services built on top of the basic infrastructure. Value add. We were just talking about value add, were we not? Economic value add on Wealth Wednesdays. Let's see what they talk about their e-money. 90, 89. Evolving policy and regulatory framework drives change. E-money to expand access to low-cost transactions accounts. E-money. At the moment, banks are under some competitive pressure from other financial institutions because if earlier banking businesses had used about 70% of the world's financial assets, today it controls only 30%. Schemes for electronic money are growing, and using the internet as a medium of turnover allows such electronic money to instantly cross the borders of the states. It is easy to exchange for electronic money from other issuers and for electronic money denominated in other currencies. The World Bank Global Index shows that 21% of adults in the sub-Saharan Africa have a mobile money account, half of which do not have any other account. E-money can be broadly defined as an electronic pre-funded payment instrument issued against the pre-funded real balances in the official currency of the monetary authority of that particular country that may be widely used for making payments to entities other than the e-money issuer. Committee on Payments and Market Infrastructure, the Bank of International Settlements, and the World Bank payment aspects of financial inclusion. That was in 2016. E-money is accessible through digital wallets or online money, digital wallets, mobile money wallets, or card-based instruments, which can be provided by licensed banks, mobile net operators, and non-banks. E-money can be used on the 3 types of licensing models. And so they are going to have their own regional e-money, e-dollar. This is going to happen. So these digital dollars and digital wallets, you keep hearing them, right? Introducing the Arab e-money as a regional digital currency. The emergence of digital currencies and assets has spurred interest by central banks in this space as a potential tool for monetary policy and transformation of payment infrastructure. According to CPMI, digital currencies, and especially those which have an embedded decentralized payment mechanism based on the use of a distributed ledger, are an innovation that could have a range of bearings on various aspects of financial markets and the wider economy. Shifting payment systems into DLT and peer-to-peer architecture can become the foundation for what will be a significant investment in payment industry infrastructure that has to serve emerging needs over the next 20 years. This is the direction that thought leaders such as the Bank of England are already taking in designing a replacement for the traditional RTGS. On the other hand, private sector has also taken many steps in migrating into new technology-led payment solutions. Over the past year, several financial institutions around the world have already embraced DLT-based solutions developed specifically as a new interbank rails that will enable financial institutions, both banks and non-banks, to connect seamlessly to each other for cross-border payments. Yeah, and again, the Arab Monetary Fund. The Arab Monetary Fund. This is where we're going. And by the way, Ripple is leading the charge. Private fintech just recently got nominated to the ISO 2002 standards body. So what's going on? Uh-oh, what happened here? What, I don't know what I just did. What did I just do? Let me go back. Interoperability. I mean, just think about it. And Codius is a beast. So can you imagine what that's going to do? It's just only going to get better and better. There's just, Ripple has it all covered. They got it all covered. And by the way, I said this on a stream, a video earlier today. If they are no longer a fintech company selling software to banks and financial institutions, and they are now a blockchain infrastructure company, well, that suggests that they're on the other end, they're on the other side of selling software, and they're off to the next important thing, the next phase. That's what it feels like to me. Like it feels like to me that they have the numbers and the partnership for the network effect to take place and start that flywheel effect. And they're off to the next thing, which is more infrastructure, blockchain infrastructure. That's what it feels like to me. That's what it feels like to me. A blockchain infrastructure company. I got one more friend to invest in. I said, XRP box. All right. How about that, brother? Excellent. Glad to hear that. That's always great news. Ripple was mentioned in there twice. Now I was saying they were referencing Ripple numbers and Ripple's estimation, for as far as their numbers and stuff, calculating cross-border payment numbers, but they're citing Ripple, right? Glenford Hudson's in the building, man. What's going on, Glenford? Haven't seen you in a while, my friend. So that, guys, again, is massive, and I wanted to share it with you guys because I was like, this feels like a big deal for them to get on this standards body board, right? It seems like that's a big deal, right? Because Ripple has never made no mistake. They have never held back the fact that they're looking to grow the XRP ecosystem. So being on that body, standards body, is massive. It really, really is massive. YouTube's biggest douches in the building. XRP Lava, what's going on, my friend? Good to see you. Eagle Eye 77. Never late, brother. Appreciate you being here, my friend. XRP Boxer. Got someone that joined the digital asset space and the XRP community, which is always outstanding. Clifford Hudson, it's good to see you in the stream, brother. M. Grimes is in the building. What's up, M. Grimes? So there that is, guys. I hope. I know, right? Mark, I'm telling you, Mark. Mark says, psst, Ripple and XRP are going to be a big deal. Don't tell anyone, though. It's a secret. Yeah. Like for illustration purposes only, with anything R3 quarter. Yeah, every time you see that XRP there, or you see it over here, you see it in any of our presentation, yeah, that's just for illustration purposes only. I hope this rumor is true that the Ripple made that move and purchased R3, but for now, it's just a rumor. For now, all I can say is it's just a rumor. I wish we get some word about that. I gotta tell you, I'm just kind of checking how Ripple just kind of put this, just kind of casually put this out that they got nominated to the ISO 20022 standards body. And yes, my boxer's name is XRP. Haha. Oh, I love it. Interesting stuff, guys. Very, very interesting stuff and interesting times. I think it's absolutely outstanding and great news. Jay Fretlands and Michael V. I saw that on Twitter too. I don't know, bro. Is Michael Viaz going to be the CEO of R3? Yeah, I don't know. Interesting. We'll see how that's supposed to work. But I got to tell you, the news of them purchasing R3, and they're making a move of some sort, right, Mark Wilgus, Mark Phillips? Ripple is making a move. They're preparing a move of some sort. All that cash, they're looking to do a $10 billion valuation. They're looking to make a move of some sort. Mark Wilgus says, hi, Siege. XRP has truly won and is the champion of ODL liquidity. Codius and Polysang will secure Ripple. Yes. No, it's not confirmed. The purchase is not confirmed, Michael Mayhem. It's only rumor on the streets. Hey, evening, bro. What is I just got here? Yeah, that's the standard messaging system for all the banks. It's and the new thing that they're looking to move into, ISO 20022, an improved messaging, system for all the banks and all this different stuff like that, right? So yeah, just Google that, man. ISO 20022. It's a great read on what it all is. Ripple just got nominated to the standards body for the ISO 20022, which Swift just recently put off until implementing. Interesting enough. Forte, Hager. forte. Ripple's kind of evolved in the gaming space through their investment in a platform called Forte. Nope, they haven't disappointed yet. So I'm excited about it, guys. All right, listen, I got to wrap up here, guys. Thank you so much for hanging out. I definitely appreciate you guys being here. Do me a favor and smash the likes on the way out if you haven't. And also, if you get a chance, go to The Crypto Siege on Facebook and give me a follow. That would be outstanding. I would definitely appreciate that. And be sure to check me out on the podcasts. I'm on all the podcasts as well out there, the Spotify's and the Apples of the world. If you trust me when I say I definitely look better on radio. I understand that. I get it totally. You can check me out on all of the, the popular podcasts as well. Sorry, guys. Listen, I'm going to wrap up this stream like I do all my streams and remind you of this. Old money doesn't want you to win. They don't want us to win. They would rather us remain a cog in their perpetual wheel of trading our time for dollars. They don't want us to play in the same playground that they play in, where we allow our money to work for us. This is our chance to win, guys. The digital asset space is our chance to win. We are in the midst of the greatest transfer of wealth in the history of man. Are you participating? Or are you standing on the sidelines? Here's what I do know, that the battle for you has already been fought, and the victory is yours. Go get it. I'll talk to you soon, guys. See ya. Bye.